one of our main things is that we actually really believe in genuine connection. And we believe in casting the vision and speaking into the future of who you're being called to be. And one of the things within our culture is, yes, we have what's called a culture of honor. And that means that we can see the gold in each other without getting tripped up by the dirt. And we also have an environment of encouragement. And so what we are going to do is we are going to take our custom, which I'm so proud of these, you guys. These are our custom connection cards. On one side, you're going to see questions, and on the other side, you're going to see pictures. Now, I actually want you to choose a picture that pops out of the page to you, that resonates, that you're just like, ooh, like it just kind of something in your spirit jumps. Okay? So choose one, don't think about it, trust your gut, trust your intuition. And choose an image that really stands out to you. Don't second guess. This doesn't have to be hard. This isn't an existential crisis. And after you have your picture, what we're going to do, and I'll cue you in just a second, so don't do it yet. I'll explain what we're doing, and then I'll have you guys do it. So with your card, you're actually going to get a partner. And you're going to show your card to your partner. And your partner is then going to give you an encouraging message based off of where you're going in this next season. Okay? So for example, so say I get a picture, I'll just choose one. So say I get a picture of a flower. Or say my partner gets a picture of a flower. And all of a sudden, okay, I'm thinking, okay, what do flowers do? Like, what are some characteristics of flowers? And I'm getting like this cool little message about flowers. And it's like, I actually feel like for you in this next season, that you are going to bloom, right? That you're going to really bloom where you're planted. That you're not going to be afraid of, like, that saying where other flowers, that when they bloom, they don't care about the other flowers that they're blooming next to them, they just flourish, right? That when you're in a really beautiful garden, when you are planted, when you're flourishing where you're planted, right? That when you actually get plugged into community, that you're actually going to blossom in a whole new way. Right, so you can see how that picture of a flower now becomes this beautiful message. You are speaking into that woman's future. You are encouraging her heart. You are encouraging her dreams. Because our words create worlds, right? Our words are really powerful. And in an environment of encouragement, what encouragement actually means is to give courage. And how many of you know that in the journey of being a woman in business, like, we need some courage, right? I know I do. I know there are things that I do that are scary every single day. Where a lot of times that external environment can be, who does she think she is? Anybody ever been there? So in an environment of encouragement, we actually want to speak to each other's hopes and dreams and impart courage. And then when you're in this environment, when you're under the umbrella of Business and Bubbly, and the vision of where we're going, it's not a matter of fact of who she thinks she is, it's actually as a matter of fact of I know who you are and I see who you are. Right? So, is everybody ready for this little exercise? All right, so go ahead and stand up, find a partner. I want you to kind of mix and mingle. Maybe find someone that you don't know. And I want you to speak into the woman's future that's right in front of you and just encourage her heart and the hopes and dreams that she has on her life. All right, so as you guys have a seat and as we kind of gather up the cards, I would love to hear from a couple of you guys about what that was like. either for you and your partner, or if all of a sudden, like, and again, like, what I love about environments like this is that it's actually okay to fail. Like, if you, like, totally got or gave a message that was, like, way off in left field, and you're like, that does not mean anything to me, like, that's okay, right? Like, we actually celebrate the risk that you take over the result. Okay? So, does anyone want to share what that was like? Like, what came up for you? What was that like?
I cried. Yeah. It was good. It was really good.
What was the message that you received?
Can you might be able to say it better, Leah, than me repeating it?
Her card was beautiful canyon in, like in Arizona where the canyon is like purple and red and there's like light coming in, and it was light, and so I just saw such beautiful organic natural beauty, and that all of that was created just by that place and that being. And so I was sharing with her that beauty is that same reflection of her, and that we interestingly both had cards that had some darkness with light coming in as well. So it felt very hopeful for 2024, and just like the light is coming in and like illuminating this really beautiful space. And I was saying that beautiful space is Shelby.
That's so good.
I love that.
That doesn't make me cry.
So Shelby, what was that like for you?
As far as receiving or giving Leah one?
Receiving.
I mean, it felt really good, and to just like kind of reassurance that what I'm trying to do or create is going to come naturally to me, and that kind of just, I mean, maybe with like the canyons, like water flows through them, they're very malleable, and like what I'm good at comes naturally to me, and to like follow that. I was like, okay, it doesn't have to be super hard. It doesn't have to be like, something that doesn't feel good or feel right. So then like I think what does feel exciting and good and just feels like you can do it, it's whoever you are, then all of that.
Yeah, that's so good. Does anyone else want to share?
I'll share.
Yes. Remind me of your name again?
Taj.
Taj. Okay, yes.
So Kinsey was my partner here, and we had such a great conversation, and I'm so grateful for the answer that she gave me. I had a skyscraper as my picture, and just like in a big city, and the question was, what are you not so good at? And I just shared with her like all the things that I'm working on, and all of like the struggles that I have with like organizing things, but I have all of these ideas and all of these things that I'm working on that can be overwhelming to just dial it back. And I told her like some of my goals and things that I'm working on, and how one of the people on my team are like, hey, we need to dial it back and do this one thing at a time, and you just need to chill the heck out and just work on one thing at a time. And that's something I struggle with. And she was just telling me just such a good, from the receiving end, just such a good word of encouragement of, keep your energy going, keep your drive, keep your vision going, and let that go up and let that move you forward. Don't ever lose that, because I think sometimes you get, you have big goals in your life, you have big dreams, you have big goals, and you can very much take that for granted. And there's a lot of people that you might meet that you think do and they don't, and when you do, sometimes when you meet someone that doesn't, it can kind of pull your drive down, right? So thank you for that. And just that was my experience. It was really what I needed to hear. So, and you knew, let's get put together.
So good. I just love that. I love it. See what an environment of encouragement can do, not only for our hearts, but for our dreams. And it usually is just exactly what we need to hear.